Hello, myself Sunil Ramakrishna. This is the 37th number part basically, which is ongoing. So one of the person told that what is this all basically? This is the mathematic function. This is the string function. User controls are the programming. One of the person told that what is programming basically? That is set of user controls basically. User controls basically takes the data. One of the person told that what are the what is actually the programming techniques basically. So one person told that the data basically which gets source basically. So in market basically how many source are available? So one of the person told that one source is telephonic source. One person is calling and basically the entire data basically is entering into the system. Second source is basically the data entry, that is basically through website. One person told that desktop is there. Then basically one of the person told that through AI also basically nowadays data are collected, through internet basically data are collected. Then basically one of the person told that one camera basically has set it, and that camera basically is taking the entire data basically. So these all are the sources basically which are available in the market basically, and that is basically created, and that is very dangerous basically. I'm telling you. The person who created this na basically, he will say that basically यार मैंने क्यों बनाया basically. He will tell one day basically. So one of the person told that these all are the sources basically available of the market of the data basically, which basically gathers the data basically, because it's very difficult to handle here basically. Because I will tell basically why basically it's very dangerous. User control is created, but the sources which he has created, he has not created on the base of user controls basically, and that is very dangerous. So one person told that क्या बोल रहा है को समझ में नहीं आ रहा. So one person told that assume that basically in text box basically somebody pasted some data, that is some number data 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 0 3 0, that is pasted in the text box, right? And that is derived from some data basically. Then one of the person told that text box basically accept this type of data only. But here basically one of the person told that the source basically which is created, they have basically never checked that. So one of the person told that user control matlab user control actually created first or the source is basically created first. So few people basically thought little bit and they basically told that yaar ye matlab that need to check here basically, because we also basically never check whether the sources has created first or the user control are created first. So one of the person told that assume basically that source is basically created on the base of user control are created on the base of sources. So 1% of the telecom industry basically will get which kind of data? They 100% are going to give the numeric data only. But nowadays basically the digital phones are also available. So basically they displays the name also. So now basically the things got changed. Here basically the string also comes into the picture. Sometimes basically city also basically they display. But city is a different user controls, because in IT industry basically the city are basically placed into the list box, combo box basically. So like this basically the people says basically on the base of sources basically the user controls are created. Whether that was the right way or wrong way basically, that we can't predict basically, because it's a real data basically, and they basically the user, I'm 100% telling basically that user control basically still have lots of error basically, and without checking basically they have placed this everything basically into the universe basically, and universe group also basically by default accepted that basically, that is also mistake basically they have done. So that is basically they have created universe basically, so they might want to end the universe. That's why basically they place the user control into the universe. That also is possible basically, because you can't say anything basically of the mind of the person basically. So that, because without testing basically how they place, that was the question basically. So one of the person told that शायद हो सकता है कि basically they might have trusted the earth planet, who created the earth planet. And one of the person told that it might possible that universe group basically told that basically let the universe and entire universe only basically end. And here basically nothing has happened. The data basically which was without tested, that basically spreaded into the universe basically. So that is basically up to what level it has spreaded, that basically they might be knowing basically. So that's basically different topic basically. So one of the person told that like this also basically the user controls are getting the data from the set of sources basically. And people also basically do the data entry into the screens basically. So there are many sources basically which says that basically we are giving the data to the user controls, because IT industry is this only, no, basically user controls and sources basically. And on the base of that only the entire programming is designed. If conditions are there, if condition is directly connecting to the thousands of cities basically, or physically it's connecting the internet basically, the group basically, who are actually really the internet programmers basically, who actually say that basically we have designed Airtel algorithm, we have designed Jio algorithm. They basically might be thinking one time basically, यार अभी कहाँ क्या करेंगे अभी. They will think one day basically. I am telling you basically, they will think one day basically अभी क्या करें हम. So one of the person told that one person basically watched this video and basically told that basically ये सुनील को तो नौकरी मिल नहीं रहा है. He is basically unnecessary creating problem to IT industry basically. But whatever fact, that is fact basically. I am not getting job basically, that is also fact basically. So one of the person told that यार ये up to what level the IT industry basically is connected now with the internet basically. One of the person told that they basically launched 5G, they basically launched 6G. These all things basically are algorithm basically, and that algorithm basically are handled on the base of these user controls and the sources data basically which are coming into the user controls. And sources basically are even basically trains basically are running basically, that also basically gives the data basically. Nowadays basically it's like that also basically. So it's very dangerous basically, it's very dangerous, because if train basically can data give the data to the user control, so user control also basically can't give the data to back to the train basically. So that basically comes to hacking basically, and that basically is very dangerous thing basically. So one of the person told that yes, yeah basically, that's very dangerous. So here again back to our topic, PHP mathematic function basically. So ready-made functions basically are available in the market. Minimum is there, pi is there, minimum is there, maximum is there. Name itself basically says lots of things. Absolute value, it will give the absolute value. Positive value basically it remove the negative part basically. So here basically negative number, negative basically symbol will get removed. Return square root basically. This all are mathematics. So one of the person told that how many mathematics data basically are. One is plus is there, second is divide is there, then square is there, then basically the minus is there. Like this basically many operators are there no, basically. So this is also basically doing the same thing basically. In previously basically you are doing using calculators, you are using basically the books. Nowadays basically the functions are available in the market. So in next video basically we are going to see a little bit more about this topic.